What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bolts Breakdown. Today, I'll be doing a mock draft of the top 10 picks in the 2026 draft, and I'll do more, all 32 after the season's over, but for now, I'm just doing the top 10. So let's just get started. Number one, it's kind of a given. College football championship hasn't happened yet, but I mean, we're pretty sure who the number one quarterback in in the NFL is going to be. And the Raiders, just fired the coach. Geno Smith had an all-time horrible season, and they need a quarterback. They have Genty, they have Brock Bowers, they have the weapons for a quarterback. They could beef up the offensive line a little bit more, but still. Um, the Raiders, they're gonna pick Fernando Mendoza over here. Exit that out. Fernando Mendoza is probably and most likely going to be 90% chance to be the first overall pick. I don't think they're going to pick a quarterback. So, and Fernando Mendoza is an amazing quarterback. I mean, as you see, you don't really know how he's going to do in the NFL. He kind of has a good team at Indiana, but we'll have to see. I don't know. The Raiders are kind of cursed. So, number two, the Jets, their defense, horrible. Jets defense is severely bad, needs improvements, but they also need a quarterback. Justin Fields' experiment did not work. Did not work at all. They had Garrett Wilson. They have multiple first round picks this draft. I think they get a quarterback here, and that's why I'm going with Dante Moore out of Oregon. Dante Moore has had an amazing season. He's not number one pick worthy, though. That's why Fernando Mendoza is going number one. But he has had a good season at Oregon, and these Oregon quarterbacks have proven to be good. You had Justin Herbert in these last two, Justin Herbert and Bo Nix. Bo Nix, mm, he's not mm, he's not proven anything to me yet, but Justin Herbert has definitely, and Dante Moore could follow in his footsteps. You never know. Arizona at number three. Kyler Murray didn't work out. Jacoby Brissett started the rest of the season. You know, Cardinals just fire the coach. Who are they going to pick? And when you look at who's left, they could really pick anybody here. And really, for me, it's going to be best available for Arizona here. Best available player, and that is Arvell Reese out of Ohio State. Ohio got eliminated, but Arvell Reese has had an amazing season. He's not just a regular linebacker. He's basically an edge rusher. He's amazing player, one of the best players in the draft, if not the best. And that's just how it's going to be. Arvell Reese, just an amazing player. You know, and he's big, he's athletic, he's what you want at that position. Next Tennessee had a disappointing season. They said quarterback's not off the board, but they are not going to go quarterback. They're going to stick with Cam Ward. I'm 99% sure. And you know what the problem was? Who Cam Ward had nobody to throw to. He had no protection, nobody to throw to, and that's why I'm going with Jordan Tyson. You know, yes, over Carnell Tate. I'm going with Jordan Tyson because Jordan Tyson is an amazing player. I think he's better than Carnell Tate. Just his injury history is a little bit questionable. Jordan Tyson is an amazing player. He's what you want in a receiver, and he could definitely go top three in this draft. He could go to Arizona, and if he goes to Arizona, they have an amazing trio of receivers. But Jordan Tyson, an amazing receiver, and I think that's who they want to pair with Cam Ward going forward in the future. New York, amazing pass rush, and Malik Neighbors went down. They have um they have good receivers. They have a good defense. New York, good quarterback, good running back. They might be a team to watch out for. And you know, I'm not really sure who they would pick here, but what I'm going to do, let's see, who should I go with? Hmm, this is hard. This honestly might be a trade down spot. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna trade down though. I'm actually gonna go with Carnell Tate from Ohio State here. Already have Malik Whalers, whoa, Malik Neighbors, and Malik Washington, or not Malik Washington, sorry, Wandale Robinson. They if they pick Carnell Tate on this team, they're gonna be a team to watch out for. A very interesting combo there with Malik Neighbors, and I feel like it could go crazy. And Browns up next. Um, I think they actually trade down here. Let's see. Who would trade up? I'm gonna let's go with who would trade up? Because if you're gonna trade up, you're gonna trade up for Ruben Bain here. So who really needs this trade? I'm going with the Jets. Jets are gonna trade up with the Browns. Browns are gonna trade. The trade details don't really matter, but let's just say they throw in first next year, maybe swap. Okay, Jets trade up and they take Ruben Bain. They get a quarterback and they get their defensive their edge, and you kind of see this um out of the Texans where they picked C.J. Stroud and they picked Will Anderson. Both turned out to be amazing picks. And Ruben Bain from Miami is a beast. And when I tell you he's a beast, he's a beast. Ruben Bain, you know, oh my gosh, watching him play is amazing. He kind of reminds me of Michael Parsons. And I think he'd be great on the Jets. Jets Jets beef up this defense. And they're going. They're building through the draft. They traded their players away. They're ready. And next, the Commanders. You know, Jaden Daniels out the whole season basically. You know, they have Debo. They have Terry McLaurin. You know, and I think what they need here is offensive line help. They have a great offensive line. Why not beef it up for Jaden Daniels? They're picking Spencer Farnham. Next, the Saints. They need a lot. They have Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck is an amazing player, but who are his weapons? He doesn't have one. With with Alvin Kamara, hurt. I think maybe they go Jeremiah Love here, but who knows? David Bailey's also here. Peter Woods, defensive line help. They need it. Who could they go here? And I'm going with Jeremiah Love. Chiefs, you know, Mahomes got injured. Tore his ACL. What could they pick here? You know, they need a lot. Need a lot. Tight end. Travis Kelce's going to retire. Most likely. I mean, I'm guessing he's going to retire. But they do need a lot of help on defense as well. And who? David Bailey's here. Peter Woods is here. Then they go Peter Woods. Beef up that defensive line. And Bengals. I just think they have to go defense here. Um, ooh, this is hard. Last pick, Bengals. Let's see what they want to go here. Hmm. Bengals. This is a tough one because there's a lot of good players available. They might honestly trade down here to get more draft stock as well. Actually, I have an idea. Um, you already saw one Ohio State linebacker get drafted. Why not the other one? Sonny Styles, I feel, goes to the Bengals here, and that's gonna be it. So thank you guys for watching. As here, I don't know if I could scroll down. Fernando Mendoza at the 1, Nancy Moore at the 2. Give me a little history there. Arvo Reese at the 3, Jordan Tyson at the 4, Cardinal Tate at the 5, Ruben Bain traded from the Jets at number 6. Who did I put at 7? Oh, I can just go to my picks. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, there we go. Sonny Styles at the 10. And what's his name? Bro, I can't remember nothing. But that's just going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.